There's a new rabbi in a congregation, and he's leading the services for the first time. And he gets to one of the traditional prayers, and as he starts it, half of the congregation rises and half of them remain seated. Well, he's confused by this, but he goes on. But after the services are all concluded, he calls over the board of the congregation, and he said, I don't understand what happened. When I conducted the prayer, half of the congregation rose, half of them remained seated. The board in unison says, that's been one of the problems for years and years. Half feel that we should rise during it, and half feel that we should be seated. He said, well, what should we do? You should all be in agreement. I said, well, maybe we should go to one of the remaining founders of our congregation. He's in a nursing home, and perhaps he remembers what the tradition should be in the synagogue. So they all go to the nursing home, and the remaining founder of the synagogue is 98 years old. The attendants wheel him out in his wheelchair, and they said, we have a question for you. When the prayer is said, half the congregation rises, half remains seated, and we want to know what the tradition is. So the rabbi looks at him and he says, well, is the tradition to rise when the prayer is said? And the old man looks at him and says, no, that is not the tradition. So the rabbi says, then the tradition is to remain seated. The old man goes, no, that is not the tradition. The rabbi says, I don't understand them unless you tell us what to do. The congregation will keep arguing about it. The old man goes, that is the tradition.